Today's guest is Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly.
Such a pleasure to be here. I'm so happy to be here.
The style shifter is actually a time machine. And this means that today I will take you to your past, future, and of course, we will talk about your present.
Super.
Can you share your main fashion struggle with us?
Yes, thank you. So I found myself to be a spring type and an aging spring type with gray hair. And I'm trying to figure out how to style spring colors. Color is all new to me. I was all in neutrals before this and dark colors.
Tell me more about your color choices. Before you said you were wearing a lot of neutrals and dark colors. And why was that? Why did you wear only those colors? Was it by choice or you just tried to blend in?
I think I was caught up in what I should look like. And I thought to be taken seriously and to look good, I should be wearing more serious colors. I was wearing darker colors and darker neutrals. I thought lighter, warm colors looked childish, immature. And I felt too exposed because everyone seems to be dressing in dark clothing and in neutrals everywhere you look. This is totally going in the opposite direction. I can't look around and see how other people are doing it. It's just not that common.
So in the past, you were trying to look a little bit more serious. Does it mean that you were trying to look a bit older than you were, or?
I think so, yes. Maybe it's a part of being spring. My skin seems to be bright. I have a youthful kindness to my appearance. I think that was a part of it, yes.
And now, do you feel like you want to look younger? Do you want to look your age?
I do want to look my age, and I do want to look just like myself, and just to allow colors that suit me, or I want to just wear those colors and enjoy it and represent myself rather than a look that I feel I should be portraying. So it's a whole evolution for me of personal development and confidence as well.
It's quite a beautiful shift you are having right now. So in the past, you were trying to blend in with everyone, and now you've completely changed your attitude. You want to wear colors that suit you, even though maybe they're not in your comfort zone.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And difficult to find too in the market, in the stores. It's going to take a while, I think, to be able to find them even. There are a lot of pinks and blacks and whites and blues and not so many peaches, apricots.
The main problem is that you can't find them in the store.
That is one problem. And the next problem is that this is very new to me and I'm not sure how to do it. I'm not sure how to put it together. So far, I'm just wearing neutral bottoms and trying to wear colored tops or a colored purse.
How does it feel?
Good. Yeah, it feels good. And then, of course, it's also from taking the course and learning how to do the cut of the clothing and the proportion, and it's the material itself being one of the most important things because I'm looking for a soft body shape now, whereas before I was looking for tall, I was looking for straight. Everything is completely opposite.
What would be the best outcome for you in terms of colors? How do you see yourself? Is it like a completely colorful outfit, or is it blend of neutrals and colors? What's your goal?
I think that's the exploration that I'm involved in right now, is how bright do I feel? And I find that I can find the brighter clothes in sportswear, maybe t-shirts. And the more classic style that I lean toward are more neutrals. And I'm trying to find just moderately bright colors, I think, to go with those neutrals, and I'm exploring how bright I want to go. I understand that there are some winter brights that I can adapt to my wardrobe, but I'm wondering if maybe that's a little too vivid and harsh as I'm graying and aging.
You should definitely stay in the warm color category, no matter what. It's just going to be easier in the future to match clothes in your wardrobe because cold colors and warm colors, they don't match that easily. And when we choose clothes randomly, that's when we understand that nothing really fits, nothing really matches, and we just go to very simple, familiar outfits. It's very important that you stick to your color palette just to make sure that you will build your versatile wardrobe than just a random collection of different colors.
I think the process for me will be collecting new clothing and staying with warm and some moderately bright.
That's a good idea.
I did buy a pair of linen. They're in like a burnt orange colors.
And how did you style it?
With a neutral top and just a light kind of ivory. I thought it was quite beautiful with matching purse and the burnt orange as well.
Mm-hmm. It seems that you are definitely making progress exploring your color palette. And I think when you just starting understanding your color type and exploring your palette, it's very important to start with combining bright colors with neutrals at first, and then as more comfortable you become with your color palette of your type and seeing yourself also in those colors, the braver and more adventurous you can be.
I also wonder about value and hue contrast in my outfits. I understand I shouldn't wear the darker anymore. I lean more toward the medium dark. But for hue contrast, if I'm wearing a cooler warm, like a turquoise purse, for example, is there a restriction on that, on hue contrasts as you age, as well as value contrasts that you have to consider?
Let's start with understanding what does it mean when you age. So your hair goes gray, and depending on your color type, we all change differently. So spring types, they usually go very white gray, like you have. So what it does to you is that your color type becomes lighter than before. What did you have before you gray haired?
It was brown, like a reddish kind of chestnut brown.
So before you had quite dark hair, and now it's completely different. It's absolutely light. From medium dark, you became light. Light colors should be colors that you wear next to your face. Medium dark colors is something that you wear away from your face. You can choose it for your bottoms, for your shoes, for your accessories. Burnt orange is a good example. You said you have trousers. Burnt orange is already a dark color because if we imagine orange and imagine all the different tones of orange, we can see that some of them will be very light, like apricot, and it can go very dark to burnt orange. The burnt orange is the darkest shade of orange. All the light shades of orange are those that you have to wear next to your face. It's a spring color type.
Okay.
Everything that is dark and heavy should completely be avoided. Black, dark brown, burgundy, navy, those are all very dark and heavy colors that you shouldn't wear anymore.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about navy. Okay. Thank you. So would that include a light navy?
Light navy would be medium. If we imagine blue color in all the shades from light to dark, Navy is the darkest. It's almost black, but it has a bit of blue in there. So if it's somewhere in the middle, then you can wear it. But lighter shades of blue will always be better.
Okay, thank you.
Now about the contrast, because in your particular case, you have light hair, darker eyebrows, light eye color, and light skin. This means that your contrast is quite medium. Your color combinations shouldn't be very strong, so blending shades rather than contrast shades. So it can be, for example, something like apricot with coral. There is a bright color there, but because of apricot will calm it down a little bit. But apricot and burgundy is too strong because it's you think light and dark. You can only mix light and light, light and medium dark, or medium dark and medium dark.
Okay, thank you.
There are different color types out there. Some age differently. Some have light white hair like yours, but also their eyebrows go white as well. So then the level of lightness go even stronger. So they should wear only light colors. And sometimes they even jump from spring to summer type. So in every case, it would be quite different.
Yeah. I understand that's the way of springs. They're unique. A little more variance in spring color types.
Oh no, every color type has a lot of variants. It just in the pop culture, we get used to seeing just 4 examples of women. But in reality, if we put different women under the same color type, we're all going to be very surprised that how many women that look completely different can wear the same color palette.
Good to know. It's this stuff. It's great.
I hear quite often that women are struggling to find the right colors. And I am a personal stylist. So this means that I shop for my clients every day. That's my job. And I have clients with the different color types. This means that I have to find colors for them, no matter what. So in my world, in my bubble, there is no such a thing as there are no colors available.
When they have to have it this week.
I have to have it tomorrow. So in my bubble, it's not a problem. But I would say that maybe it's worth exploring more options, exploring more brands, right? Because sometimes we get stuck with very familiar stores, very familiar brands, or what we have in our city.
Okay, I'll look more often. Do you know stores that are good ones to shop for spring types?
No, that doesn't exist. Fashion is all based on trends. This was created purely to sell more to people. So every week we have a new color. Every season we have a color of the seasons, all of these artificial things. What I do, for example, for myself is that I have a list of my favorite brands where I can find style that I love. And every season I check their new collections and I can already understand if they have something for me color-wise. So if I see that my favorite brand made a new collection only in cool colors, then most likely I will not find anything in that season. And then maybe I'll find another brand that made everything in my colors. I also feel like people that learn about their color types, they get so excited about exploring all these new colors and wearing all this they want just immediately, right?
Yes.
And they forget about fit and style.
Mm-hmm.
They compromise on that and they just go to, like you said, I go to athletic shops and buy something in my color. But is it your style? Can you wear it to work?
Wear it to work? No.
Will it be as practical as you want it to be? Probably not. So I understand the excitement, but it's not worth compromising on other important things like style and fit when you're choosing your colors.
Yes, I agree. I am trying my best to be patient and to plan it very carefully and to not give up until I find what it is that I'm looking for, because I really do support sustainable slow fashion and good quality clothing that I can keep for a long time. So wearing spring type colors, can you still pull off a classic style?
It doesn't really
Does
connect
that matter?
to your personal style. It's just one of the tools to bring more personality to your style. So any color type can have any style.
So I start with the classic style and start bringing in more spring colors that are brighter. Will that still just be a classic style, or will that now be a classic style with elements that are creative or casual or dramatic?
We all have idea that classic style can only be expressed in very serious or neutral colors, like white, beige, camel, gray, and everything that is brighter is not classic anymore, which I don't really believe in. If you think of people that rock classic styles, like Anna Wintour, for example, she has a lot of classic tailored items in her wardrobe, but none of them are beige, white, or black. All of them are full of color. It depends on your preferences, definitely. And even when you find out your color type and you see all these options of colors, it doesn't really mean that you have to wear all of these colors. You can choose what you like because every color type includes neutral palette and also brighter colors. You can choose to wear only neutrals no matter what your color type is. It's just your neutrals should suit you. You can mix neutrals with colors or you can wear only colors.
It's daunting a little bit, but it'll be fun.
Why is it daunting?
It is fun, definitely. It's definitely
Is it
fun. I
because
love
you
it.
are afraid to make a mistake, or what is so scary about it? Because it's just fashion.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, I shouldn't worry about what I'll look like or what people will think about these bright colors that this lady is wearing, which is unusual, but I am still wrestling with that a little to just get comfortable with wearing color. But I love it when I'm wearing color. I really love wearing color.
You're still thinking of how people perceive you, yeah? What do they think about?
Yeah, it's just a bit much. Do I look clownish? Do I look childish? It's a little bit of self-doubt and self-questioning.
So what is the worst thing can happen?
Nothing. It's all good.
The Style Shifter Time Machine told us that in the past you were dressing always to please the audience.
Yes.
Now you're trying to get out of it. You're trying to be brave a little bit. And you're like, can I wear a little bit of color?
Yes, exactly.
Allow yourself a bit to be rebellious. Yeah? Be a rebel, your own rebel. Plus,
wow, a rebel of color. I love it.
a rebel of color. And trust your own instincts.
I don't know what it is, but a lot of people do feel that they can comment on when I wear color, when I go out. People will say, oh, I love that color on you. Or they will say, you look like a pumpkin. That color is so bright. Like they're trying to warn me that I'm making myself look drained or vulnerable in some way. I went through the same thing when I just let my hair go gray. People just give you their opinion about what you're doing. It's more common now that women are letting their hair go gray. But 6 years ago, it was really not seen. And people would even say, you're too young to let your hair go gray.
I wonder, color it. By people, you mean some particular people in your life? Are they always the same people commenting on your looks?
Just people in public, yeah. Just people. I would go shopping and someone would comment about my hair, saying, you're really too young to just let your hair go gray. Things like that.
How does it make you feel?
I focus on the people who have positive things to say, who say that they love the way that I'm dressing. I focus on the look, especially on younger women's faces who look at me like, wow, that's when I'm older, I want to just let my hair go gray. I want to rock my look. I want to be myself. I want to be confident. Like I can see it in their face. And so I focus on that. It's nice.
And why do you think people that leave negative comments, why do they do that?
Oh, I think they're afraid themselves. And I'm scaring them a little by doing this. I just try to support them a little past their fear by letting them know that I'm happy and I'm okay with it.
Most of the time, I think they just judge themselves. Yeah. And it takes quite a lot of compassion to let those negative comments pass by you.
It does. And compassion for them and also compassion for myself and acceptance of myself. So it's a very interesting process to go into this area that's outside of the norm.
That's something to remember next time you wear bright colors and you doubting yourself. To just try to understand what you feel right now, and if you have this thought, so how other people would think about me that I wear so much color in my age. Just get back to your confident self, to your compassionate self, and say that, oh, you know what? I deserve it. I spent all my life wearing dark colors or trying to be like everyone else. But now I just gonna do whatever I want because life is too short. Fashion is too much fun.
And I'm ready to speak out. This is a way of expressing and speaking out, being myself. Oh, great. It's wonderful. It's fun. It's very healthy. It helps with self-confidence. It's a good thing.
I know that there are a lot of people like that in the world that just want to upset you or just want to say something weird, like you look like a pumpkin. I never said anything like that to anybody in my life. So I don't know what's up with that. But all we can do is just to admit that this person is just struggling with something personal going on in there, and it's not about me. I don't look like a pumpkin. It's just something is happening in this person's life, and I have no control over it. I can only wish her best and move on.
Yes, I did say to the lady, I think of it as a harvest moon. I was wearing this orange puffer jacket. So I just took over the narrative and changed it, took ownership of it, if that's a way of saying it.
I wish we all can learn to battle these things, and not only with strangers that leave inappropriate comments, but also with ourselves.
Yeah. I think it's just a great vehicle for that. And I've really enjoyed the process through your course. It's like coming out of the closet. In a sense. Yeah. Just being myself and wearing color.
And see where it gets you. I love that attitude. Thank you. In the end of each podcast, I love to ask my guests to share about one outfit that made you feel fantastic.
I was really admiring some kaftans online. This designer was making their own prints for these beautiful colors, but I felt that it wouldn't be practical just to walk down the street. I bought one in a cream and found a orange belt to go with it. So I brought the color in with accessories, and I love the look and I feel very comfortable in it. The material is nice and soft and it has the right proportions. I used a belt around my waist because my proportions are short. I had everything just lined up perfectly, and yeah, it feels beautiful.
Sounds amazing. And now I want you to remember that feeling this outfit gave you.
Okay.
Anytime you buy a new item for your wardrobe from now on, should give you that feeling.
Oh, thank you. Yes, good tip.
No compromises. Fashion should make you feel good.
I love that. Thank you. I really like that. I will remember that. And I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed your course and everything I've learned. Fantastic. I love all the stuff you put out there. I like how you weave in the elements for taking care of yourself along with that. It's the way you've put it. It involves the whole person. It's not just clothing. That's very valuable.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you.